Table number 50 brings us to Follands Sports versus East Cows Victoria. First time seeing both teams, should be a good game. This is the clubhouse at Follands Sports FC. As you can see, very spacious.
Matt's birthday dance floor later.
It's sort of working man's club from the factory as well as the football club as well. So obviously they're going to have events in here, band on the stage. I can imagine doing that. Typical social club really. Locals come in, but also people coming down for the football, and a good range of beers on tap as well. I had an ABK, which I'm going to say is the first time I've ever had this beer, and I've got to say quite nice.
Nice glass.
A very nice glass. With Craig's Pepsi as well, it comes to about £6, which I think is very reasonable, again, for football prices. Location-wise, literally the pitch is just outside. You can get beer in a plastic cup and take it into the ground with you. Enjoy a beer whilst watching the Follands out there, and that's what I plan to do in a minute. So, with Jim, chairman of Follands FC, Follands Sports FC, I should say. Tell us a little bit about the club.
Well, we're a factory-run club to where we originated from back in 1938. So it was made up predominantly of factory workers, and over the decades that slowly dwindled out. We do get one or two players from the factory in still, but more often than not, it's just local lads, young lads, coming up through the pathway of our youth teams.
Pathway from youth teams, how important is that to young players in the community to have that pathway to play first team football?
It's vital for the community, but it's also vital for us because we're one of the main non-paying clubs in the Wessex League. So you can imagine that means it's difficult to compete. So we have to have a good 18 side and a dev side. And we've got a 16 side at the moment. We're looking to expand that next year. We're talking to a chap at the moment about a new partnership with an academy set up next year. So that's the lifeblood of us really, and that's exactly how we want to continue it.
This season, mid-table, is that what you're kind of expecting, or was, you know, how was that
I mean,
for
to
you?
a certain degree, we've got to realise where we are when we're competing with teams with budgets. It's no coincidence that the teams at the top of our league are those with decent budgets. We would like to maybe have a sniff for a playoff spot, to be fair, but we're punching above our weight still. We've got loads of games in hand. I think we've got 10 games on Ringwood at the moment as an example, so we've fallen behind with the weather. But if we win, we've got a lot of mid-table sides. If we win those, the sides around us, we can really push up and get a good top half finish. That's what we're looking for. Just looking to improve on where we were last year and keep improving.
The squad, are you happy with the squad this year? I mean, the boys obviously put a lot of effort in, like you said, not paid. Must be hard going up against some of the clubs that do pay, and you're holding your own.
Yeah, no, we are holding our own. There was one or two games this year where we've probably had a bit of a beating, if I'm honest, but most of the games are really competitive. I'm happy with the squad. We've got a great manager in Jada. He's got a really good network of young players. He brings them in, he gives them chances. We can actually prove with 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old kids in our lineup regularly. So it's a really good squad, really promising, and I'm quite hopeful, certainly with next season, after they've gelled a bit more this season, that we can really kick on and improve again.
Home to Follands Sports FC is Folland Park, which is located just off the main road that goes into Hamble, but also it's only located a few hundred metres away from Hamble's ground, and also just down the road from the train station. Very easy to get to, lovely stand on the halfway line, a mixture of standing and seating, and also it does some good facilities in terms of some hot food on occasions, and also a nice selection of cold drinks as well, but you've got the clubhouse nearby. But overall, nice little picturesque ground. It's a special occasion vlog today. Not only is our 50th official vlog, which is an amazing achievement because I never thought we'd get to 5 after the first few efforts, but it's also my other half's birthday today, 41 years young. He's got his little birthday boy sash on, his little birthday boy badge that he has to wear all night. And he's also going to do 41 shots in the bar just before we get in the car later for the journey home. But tonight, it's our first visit here to Follands.
Yep.
Also the first time we've seen him this season. And also East Cowes Victoria, isn't it? So it's 2 new teams for me to tick off tonight. So I'm very excited. Nice ground, isn't it? We've been very welcome so far. A few familiar faces on the in the crowd as well. That we're beginning to see most faces now, aren't we? But in order for tonight, could be like last night's game I saw between Newport and Ringwood, where two teams just going at it, just having a good old end-to-end game of football. So what do you reckon, Matthew?
Well, it's an interesting one. Follands' last 4 games, they won 1-0 against Ringwood, they won 2-0 against Forley, losing 4-1 to Millbrook. No shame in that, Millbrook up there this
100%.
season, losing 1-0 to Verwood. Top scorer this season is, I've got to make sure I pronounce this right, Maciej Marcinkowski with 18.34 and Ashton Palmer who's got 18.25. But it's a team where the goals are spread out a bit. There's no one that's really going away with 20 odd goals. I mean, other players like Samuel Austin, Freeman Nikumbi have all chipped in with 7. Ewan Taylor as well chipped in with 7. Josh Carey signed from Blackfield and Langley, as has, and again I apologise if I pronounced this wrong, Arisha Shabadzadeh.
He's been on the birthday beers already, so...
He scored 15 goals for Follands last season before going to Blackfield and Langley. He's come back. The opponents today are East Cowes Victoria. Their last 4 games are winning 4-0 against Aldermaston, drawing 1-1 with Olsford, 0-0 with Clanfield, and also beating Aldermaston 3-1. 7 games unbeaten at the minute. They've got a good side.
They're looking for the playoffs, aren't they, to push for that last playoff place.
They're sitting 5th.
Important game tonight.
5th currently in Division 1. Their away record is 1-6, drawn 1, lost 5, and I think they've lost more games away from home than they have at home, so that could be a make for a very interesting game. Follands' home record is very similar to that, so this is going to be quite an interesting game tonight. Top scorers this season for East Cowes Victoria is G Nash with 21 goals. He came in from Newport where he got 16 goals last season, and Jacob Reynolds has got 14 in 31. Jez Conway might be someone we remember from an earlier vlog at Cowes Sports against Lymington.
Yes,
he played in that game. He signed for East Cowes Victoria. Has 3 in 14 games.
Excellent stuff, so let's hope for some birthday goals for young Mr. Post here.
Good boy, well done! Someone check off for him! Just check off for him! Keep rolling it now! Keep rolling it now! Just keep lending it! Keep lending it! Too open, Nui, we're too open here! Too open! It's too open!
Oh, that was unlucky, that was.
He's only got little legs as well.
Oh, someone followed systems.
Play for the same teams.
In.
Oh,
That was terrible then, wasn't it?
yeah, you got to.
Big touch! Three, go! Go!
Going out? No?
Put it in the danger zone.
Oh, that's close. post.
I imagine that man's going to film a Liverpool actually go away.
I didn't even kick the ball yet.
Half-time score is Burnley 2, Brentford 0. Sorry, they're both playing exactly the same kits as those two teams, but Follands Sports 2-0 up. Not a score line I'm expecting on the run of play, because East Cows have had most of possession. They've had quite a few chances, but Follands definitely made the most of their few chances, haven't they? They've taken their goals really well, haven't they, and scored at crucial times.
They have. They took the lead after 9 minutes. It was Josh Carey, the ex-Blackfield and Langley man, who's just re-signed for the club. He tied a little finish in the corner when he went through. Then they got the second goal, which was a knockout blow, sort of half-time. It was Naikumbi, a good little run, and great finish in the bottom corner. But possession-wise, it's all been East Cows Victoria.
Yeah, but they're not playing direct, are they? They're a little bit slow, I think, in the build-up at times. Whereas Follands, both their goals have just come from direct play, haven't they?
Oh, yeah.
Up the field, using their pace to their advantage. So they're definitely sticking to their task, aren't they? And they're defending well.
They're defending very well. They're very solid. You were talking about the banks for Lymington on Saturday. You see that today of Follands. They're very disciplined. They know how to defend, and they're just hitting them on the brain when they get the chances.
Indeed. What a lucky birthday boy Matthew is so far. Ticket.
Exactly.
I get to spend time with you 6 times over for that price.
Oh, that's the
It's great. Oh, I thought that was in. Smoking.
Touch, hooks, yeah, that
It's a one-on-one now, carries, but does with these ones.
Oh, beautiful.
Where's the shinies anyway?
Get square, yeah?
2-1 on goals tonight, isn't it?
Yes.
Shoot, just second shoot. No, don't need it.
Mental.
It's 5 or 6.
Not real proper, but
Oh, hello. It's a great ball.
he was like, he's on for the yellow card, isn't he?
Numbers now, but it took a while to get that.
It's a run of play, but we'll take that.
Yeah, so 3-0 win against an informed team who are chasing for that playoff spot. You've got to be delighted with that performance tonight.
Yeah, very delighted. Can't be disappointed with 3 points, like never, literally. But with the run we've been on, you kind of come into those games and you don't expect it. So 3 points was brilliant, considering we didn't even play well as well. So yeah, brilliant.
Well, you guys very disciplined. I thought, was that the sort of game plan to be very tight? You know, let them have a bit of possession and then catch them on the break?
That comes as a mixture. It could be credit down to them. They closed us down. We didn't expect that in the beginning, because when we went over to theirs, it was a totally different game. So it's probably credit to them as well, how much they closed us down. But we've had 2 quick games in a small space, and last week it was 3 midweek. 1 midweek, 1 Saturday, and then 1 on the Thursday as well. So legs were catching up with us a little bit, so they pinned us in. So it's probably more to do with how they were pressing.
Yeah, and I think also that midway through second half, wasn't it? That penalty save seemed to give you boys that extra lift.
I know. It goes in, it does the opposite. It saves, and then he gives us that little punch that we needed. Then, yeah.
And Josh Carey, 2 goals. How good was he today?
Very good. That's what we've missed the last few games. I think the last one we'd won without him would have been Harvest, so it's good to have him back. But that injury will keep troubling him. As you saw, he just kind of like stood between the posts and stuff and can't do much movement. But I got the 2 chances and then took them. That's what you can ask of him.
Well, thank you, Jada. Thank you for your time.
Cheers.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
good win today.
Thank you. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Well, the big Matthew Post birthday FT is Follands Sports 3, East Cowes Victoria 0. Probably not the result anyone would expect at the beginning of the game, just based on where the teams are, the current form. Because East Cowes Victoria were in that 5th place, and a win tonight would have put them 8 points clear, wouldn't it? And that would have given them a real lift. But fair play to Follands. They really took their chances when they needed to.
Yeah.
Really good disciplined performance. And yeah, very impressed tonight with them.
Yeah, very, like you said, very disciplined. I'm particularly impressed with the left back, which was Henry Mabil, I believe. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. He was very good. I think he was good in defence. He stopped East Cowes, played down that left-hand side. Also good going forward and getting them on the break. But Josh Carey up front, he was particularly good. I think he held the ball up well. He gave them an outlet when East Cowes were putting pressure on.
100%.
And he took his second goal in particular very well.
Really composed, wasn't it?
Yes.
Rounded the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it does.
Beautiful finish. But your crucial chance midway through the second half, wasn't it, with that penalty?
Yes. Yeah.
Because if that went in, it would have been a long half an hour for Follands. But that just gave them a little. That penalty save just gave them that lift, didn't it?
Yeah, and then they got the 3rd goal from it. I mean, it was Cisco, the goalkeeper, did very well to save it. A little controversial, was it a penalty? It was from the angle I got, I'm not 100% sure.
No,
but ref gave it, goal, and Cisco saved it. So, and like you said, that's what gave Follands that boost to get that 3rd goal. Once they got the 3rd goal, East Cowes a lot of possession.
Yeah, I think that they didn't look back, did they, Follands, after that? I think East Cowes didn't really have an answer from that.
I think if they'd taken some chance in the first half, we could have had a different result, but it wasn't their night.
Could have been, not their night, unlike Birthday Boy's night here. But I've got to say, one of the reasons I love doing this vlog is because you come to a place like this not expecting too much, you don't know much about it, and you come away just having a fantastic experience, don't you? Because we're just well looked after here.
Yeah, the guys have been brilliant.
Well run little club, nice lovely little ground. Clubhouse is great, isn't it? It's just one of those grounds putting on our list for next season now, because we've had a great time. And I think just finally, big Birthday Boy here's got someone to thank.
Thank you, Laura, for the sash and the badge, and I've worn it with pride.
And we'll see you for an extended birthday vlog in Portland on Saturday.
Follands Sports FC versus East Cowes Victoria. First time we've seen both.
Sorry, I've got to do it again. Matthew's birthday sash is